Watch the clip again, slower this time. Zhang Linghe isn't rushing his own team off a fan club stage, he's rushing a mascot costume out of the heat. That single line, tossed off in seconds, is the reason this clip is still circulating 4 days later. This is Rabbit News Hallyu, and there's more going on in that sentence than a translation caption can carry. Here's the setup. July 23, 2026, this second Too Much fan club event. The venue's mascot, Kiki, has been standing in full costume through the entire program. The host finishes the script. And Zhang Linghe, mid-photo op, cameras still rolling, turns and tells the crew to move fast, get the picture, and get the person inside that costume out of it. On first watch, it reads like impatience. A star wanting to wrap a segment. That's exactly how a chunk of the internet took it initially, irritation, not warmth. Then the context caught up with the clip. Mascot costumes trap heat. Anyone who's worked a promotional event knows this. There's no ventilation, limited visibility, and in July heat, minutes inside one feel like much longer. Zhang Linghe has spent years on sets in heavy period costume, under lighting rigs, in conditions built for the camera and not for comfort. He knows what that particular kind of exhaustion feels like from the inside. So the instinct wasn't to end the segment. It was to get a crew member out of physical discomfort as fast as protocol allowed, without stopping to announce that's what he was doing. No statement to camera. No caption explaining the gesture. Just a redirected sense of urgency, aimed at someone else's comfort instead of his own schedule. That's the detail that flipped the reaction online. One widely shared comment put it simply, he'd rather fan someone else down after they'd sweated than take a second to explain himself. And that line stuck because it named the actual mechanism. The kindness wasn't performed for an audience. It was incidental to it. Viewers only saw it because a camera happened to be running. There's a pattern worth naming here, and it's not really about Zhang Linghe's public image, it's about what audiences respond to when a celebrity's default behavior, the stuff not built for a highlight reel, still holds up. Publicists can script an apology. They can script a thank you speech. They can't easily script a 2-second reflex that only reads as meaningful in hindsight, because if it were staged, someone would have made sure it was legible in real time. The confusion before the reveal is itself part of what made people trust it. Comment sections leaned into that framing hard, stripping away idol, stripping away celebrity, and landing on something closer to solidarity between people doing physically demanding work. Not a fan moment. A labor moment. But that's not the only piece of Zhang Linghe footage from this promotional cycle drawing this kind of scrutiny. And the other one runs in almost the opposite emotional direction entirely. This second Too Much, the Republican-era drama pairing him with Wang Churan, has one scene doing most of the promotional heavy lifting online right now, a bathroom sink kiss between his character, the obsessive young General Meng Qingyi, and Wang Churan's character, Ren Chu. In the script, he pins her against the sink, wipes blood from his own mouth, delivers the line about being cruel to her just once, and kisses her before she slaps him. Tension, betrayal, and 3 years of narrative build-up collapsing into one beat. What actually happened on set pushed the scene further than the script called for. Wang Churan, committed to the moment, accidentally bit down on Zhang Linghe's lip. Real blood. And the director didn't call cut. That unplanned injury stayed in the final cut, which means the bloody kiss fans are reacting to isn't a make-up effect, it's a documented on-set accident that the production chose to keep rather than reshoot. The technical side matters too, and it's easy to miss under all the reaction content. Multiple cameras captured the scene in a single continuous take, no cut stitched in post. The crew reportedly built a taller sink specifically to work with Zhang Linghe's height, since a standard prop would have broken the blocking entirely. That's not incidental production trivia, it's the difference between a scene that reads as staged intensity and one that reads as two performers actually working through physical space that was engineered around them. Here's where the contrast becomes the actual story, and it's a contrast worth sitting with rather than rushing past. On screen, controlled aggression, a character fully inhabiting 3 years of repressed conflict. The moment the director called cut, by multiple accounts, Zhang Linghe couldn't hold eye contact with the camera. Wiped his mouth, visibly self-conscious. Both actors reportedly broke into laughter more than once over how the dialogue sounded out loud. The commanding, obsessive general dissolves into someone who can barely look up. That whiplash between performed intensity and off-camera awkwardness is doing a lot of the promotional work here, and it's worth being precise about what it is and isn't. It's not evidence of anything about their off-screen relationship, the source material doesn't support that claim, and speculation about real romantic dynamics between the two actors isn't something the reporting here can responsibly extend to. What it is evidence of, two performers capable of full commitment to a scripted moment and then stepping cleanly out of character the second the take ends. That's a skill, not a subtext. Their history together is longer than this promotional cycle suggests, and it explains part of why the pairing has generated sustained attention rather than a one-off viral clip. They first appeared publicly together in 2022, at a Chinese movie channel young actor showcase called Ocean of Stars, classmates on the same stage, no prior on-screen collaboration, minimal interaction on record. Zhang Linghe was riding early recognition from Chronicle of Kanglan. Wang Churan had some traction from Love Like the Galaxy. They were, by most accounts, essentially strangers sharing a stage. What happened next was audience-driven, not studio-driven, at least initially. Starting around August 2022, fans began informally pairing them, voting them a favorite real-life duo, reportedly pulling ahead by close to 3,000 votes in an unrelated cast poll for Nan Hong. That's grassroots momentum with no confirmed casting behind it yet. The actual collaboration didn't happen until June 2025, when they were cast opposite each other in This Second Too Much. Their characters reunite after 3 years apart. The actors themselves first met in early 2022 and began filming together in 2025, also a 3-year gap. Whether that parallel is coincidence or deliberate framing by the production and fandom isn't something the available material confirms either way, but it's the kind of detail that gives a promotional narrative extra traction regardless of its origin. It's worth pausing on how unusual the gap between fan interest and actual casting is. 3 years is a long runway for an audience-driven pairing to survive without a project attached to it. Most fan-voted dream pairings fade once the original spark, usually a single shared red carpet or a joint interview, stops generating new content. This one didn't fade, and the reason likely has less to do with sentiment and more to do with visibility. Both actors kept working, kept building separate audiences, and the pairing conversation kept resurfacing in casting rumors and fan polls even without new material to sustain it. That's a signal casting directors and marketing teams do track, whether or not either actor was aware of it at the time. Audience-generated demand, sustained over years rather than weeks, is exactly the kind of data point that makes a pairing look lower risk to greenlight. The built-in interest already exists before a single frame is shot. That's not a claim about intent behind the casting decision itself. The source material doesn't confirm the production chose them because of the 2022 fan momentum. But it does help explain why the promotional rollout has leaned so heavily into nostalgia and reunion framing, the tango recreation, the princess carry, the matched eye contact in press photos. Whether or not the 3-year parallel was engineered, the marketing team is clearly aware of it and using it. That's largely what's driving the current attention spike, joint appearances during the July 2026 promotional run for the drama and its companion reality segment, including a tango recreation, a princess carry moment, and a group photo where their eye lines reportedly stayed locked on each other rather than the lens. Height difference, 188 centimeters to 172, gets cited constantly in the reaction discourse, feeding into an aesthetic pairing narrative that's distinct from, and doesn't require, any claim about their actual relationship. Put those two pieces of footage side by side, the mascot costume and the sync scene, and you get a more complete read on why this particular promotional cycle is outperforming a typical drama rollout. One clip shows an instinct nobody asked to see. The other shows a level of craft commitment that turned an accident into the version of the scene that got released. Audiences responding to both aren't reacting to two separate stories. They're reacting to the same actor showing two different kinds of control, one over impulse, one over performance, in the same week. If you're the kind of viewer who wants the story behind the clip, not just the clip, Rabbit News Hallyu is built for exactly that. Subscribe if you want analysis, not just headlines.